What is good, everybody? Coming at you with another video of Madden. Today I'll be going over all of the ultimate legends and which ones you should have on your team due to either what they bring to the table, their price, or just simply their talent and what they could help on your squad. So we're gonna go ahead and just remember, guys, if you do like the content, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Really trying to upgrade this channel, getting a lot more stuff updated, getting a lot more things technology-wise sorted out. So thanks for the support, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just hop right into this, not waste any time. So on the first one, we got Shannon Sharp. Now, you do have, just remember with an asterisk, these guys that are like 96, 97, usually there are positions that later on or here soon are going to be coming out with 99s or 98 versions of them. From here on out, it's going to be 99s from when you're seeing this, most likely. But let's go ahead and just compare him. I do have a 98, and he is a very decent speed as a 96 overall with power up. Remember, add everything +1. His catching stats are not the best. His speed is pretty good. His strength is actually really good. But besides for that, he is a really moderate guy. I would not suggest getting Shannon Sharp. He is a really good price. If you do need a cheaper tight end, definitely a guy you would go to, maybe a backup, but definitely not a starter on a top-notch team, guys. So here we go, going to Chuck Bednarik, and I believe that's how you say his name. He is nothing I would get, guys. I love this Anthony Barr. It's cheap. It's easy to upgrade. Honestly, if there was a left outside linebacker I'd recommend anybody getting, it is this Anthony Barr at 6'5". He's a really good card. He's fast. He has everything you want. He's good coverage. And Chuck Bednarik, sorry guys, I can't say his name really. Just Chuck. I'm just gonna call him Chuck. Doesn't have any of the stats that you really need as a linebacker, and especially outside linebackers now with how fast they are. He does have decent height, but as far as he goes, I would not get him, guys. So on to the next one, which is going to be Kurt Warner. I can already tell you guys this now. I would definitely not get Kurt Warner. He does not have escape the pocket, so automatically you're put at a disadvantage there. His accuracy stats are okay at best. They're not even that much better than Lamar Jackson's, and Lamar has 96 speed with even higher throw power, throw under pressure, throwing on the run, play action. I mean, he's so much better, and Kurt Warner is definitely a no-go. Do not get Kurt Warner at all, guys. Next is Howie Long. Howie Long, at the time he first came out, was kind of cheesy in a way, but I would not really recommend getting him, guys. His finesse move, which seems to very much be a main factor in this game, is not that high. And there are just other guys that are just simply better than him. But he is a very good cheap one. If you guys do not have all that much room to work with money-wise, I believe he is under, yes, he is 85,000. So he's very good price range wise. So if you do my money making method, which I probably will leave down in the description below, it's very easy to get him. You'll probably get him in 3 or 4 runs with the money making method. So he's very easy to get. He does have really good pass rushing stats, of course, since he is an end. But besides for that, guys, he has good size. And yeah, so definitely on a cheaper team, I would recommend getting him. Next is going to be none other than possibly the greatest safety of all time, debatably, between him and Ed Reed, who I have Ed Reed right here. I'll go ahead and compare him to Ed Reed, is Troy Polamalu. I love this card because it has such good coverage. I know Ed Reed's is right there, but he's a coverage safety. But along with just his tackling stats, it's insane, guys. His power is really good. I do foresee Polamalu probably getting another card in the future. At least I hope so. It's because his card is so nice. I mean, I have loved using him. He's always done well for me. His catching's really good. I get Ed Reed's as an 86. Again, coverage guy, strictly coverage. Tackle's a 90. His jumping's really good. And let's see. I believe he has something else. Oh, yeah. Block shedding's a 70. Pursuit's a 95. Play rec's a 95. Um, and then you got man coverage is really, really good for what he is. Zone coverage is really good. His stamina I would wish his stamina was a little bit higher, but 96 is fine. His spec catch is really good. His catch in traffic is good for his overall and his position, of course. His hit power is a 92. I did think it was higher than that, but then again, you put it on power up, and remember that is 1+. But that also is the same with Ed Reed, and I have Here's Palomalo. But yeah, this card is really good, guys. I would recommend getting it. It is definitely cheaper now than when I got it, but yeah, that's just how the market works. So I believe, yeah, and then you got the one, the only Megatron, 6'5" wide receiver. He is definitely the route to go, guys. I love having Megatron on the squad with 98 speed, and then you have that that's of course with Sprinter. His stats are just amazing, guys, and his jumping's insane. Even though in this game it seems like jumping really doesn't matter to wide receivers, but his catching good, his route running is good, and I mean I wish his medium route running was a lot better. But I mean you can't make a card perfect. I mean you are comparing him here to a 99, but I mean, he's just a really solid card, and his height just makes him a matchup nightmare. So yeah, guys, I really love this card. This is definitely a card you want to get. I'm surprised of how low he's actually dropped to. But here next is Marcus Allen. Now, unfortunately, I really loved using Marcus Allen in years past, but this card's not really all that great compared to most cards. Yes, with the power up, he is going to have a +1 to everything. Still not really going to matter. He's still nowhere near what my Saquon is, and he's not even really what my Adrian. He's pretty much the same card. He's practically the same exact card as my Adrian Peterson, except Adrian Peterson has way better break tackling, trucking, and the problem is with Marcus Allen, he doesn't have any break tackles, so it's practically pointless to get him. So I wouldn't even get him as a cheat back. I'd get somebody else. So coming up next is the absolute cheat code himself, and Julius Peppers coming off the edge. He is very fast, has a lot of good knacks. His finesse move is insane. His power move is very good. His block shedding's amazing. His tackling's good. His strength is amazing. And I mean, he's just super fast coming off that edge. You're not going to get quarterbacks to outrun him. He usually can catch just about anybody, even Lamar Jackson, even Michael Vick. So yeah, awesome card. Definitely would recommend getting. Walter Jones, I'm going to go ahead and compare him to my 99. And he actually favors up very well. You put him on a power up, make him 98, maybe with chemistries, maybe he pumps up to a 99. Very solid guard, guys. He's practically the same exact card. The only thing that's a little bit lower is pass blocking power and run block finesse. But again, you get that power up as +1, and then you get good types of um, chemistries, and I mean he's set. So definitely a very good card. He's cheaper, and he's practically the same card. I'm sure there are some other stats that make him different, but guys, very solid. Here you go, coming in with Herman Moore at 97 overall. Herman Moore, just too slow for me, guys. I've said this in the past. It seems like speed is definitely king in this game when it comes to wide receivers, and I just don't like Herman Moore's speed. His catching's all right. His route running's pretty good. But I just don't like this. I just don't like how slow he is. I mean, he is a big wide receiver, so if you are looking for a tall wide receiver core, he is definitely a route to go there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going since we do have so many of these guys. So Winslow, let's see, can I get one with Winslow? And it's probably down here somewhere. But let's see. Rod Woodson, very good corner, guys. One of the best in the game. Let's compare him to this 97 Champ Bailey. Very good, just a tad bit slower, and his zone coverage is better. He's practically the same card as you look at here. It's just that his press coverage is a little bit lower along with his man. Nothing that's going to absolutely jump off the books, though, guys. When you compare him to this Patrick Peterson, Peterson's actually a little bit bigger and actually is a very, very good card. I was honestly surprised of how good this Patrick Peterson card was. But you look at him compared to most of them, he is a very good corner. He's very glitchy. Dion's still probably the most glitchiest card in the game, though. But Rod Woodson, very solid. Would definitely recommend getting him. Let's see. Coming in at middle linebacker, none other than debatably one of the greatest middle linebackers of all time is Ray Lewis. Now, I'm comparing him here to Luke Kuechly, who is a 98, so it's very similar. Just a tad bit faster. Not as good as Excel. His strength is a little bit better. His block shedding is a tad bit better. His zone coverage is a lot worse. He's not a coverage guy. He's going to be definitely more of your hit sticker. He's going to be your guy that's really powerful and just really, really solid at block shedding and just getting to those run plays. Definitely a decent user with that 93 speed, but I do like Ryan Shazier as that user simply because of how fast he is, and his card is just very good. So that's all that it is for Ray Lewis. I'm going to go ahead and look for, I believe Kenneth Winslow is the only one that I've missed so far. Warren Sapp. How could I? Okay, no, there's actually a couple more on here I forgot about. Warren Sapp. I have him on my main team. This is him compared to Mean Joe Green. I do have him right here, but his his acceleration is really, really good for a defensive lineman. It's absolutely insane how his acceleration is in this game. He can hit top speed very quickly. Unfortunately, his top speed is not that fast, but as a defensive lineman, what do you expect? His strength's a little bit low. His tackle's a little bit low. His block shed you wish was a tad bit better, like Mean Joe Green's. His finesse move is really, really good for a defensive lineman. He is always getting to the quarterback. It's either Julius Peppers or Warren Sapp for me that's getting to the quarterback, and it's weird. He's a defensive tackle. Usually they don't get to the quarterback that easily, and he can catch some quarterbacks. I mean, if you don't go against a very speedy quarterback, he's gonna catch them, and he can shed just about any lineman in this game, especially if you have him slanting out. Definitely a solid card, guys. Definitely would recommend picking him up. His stats are just super glitchy for what he is. So next we're going to go to Dan Deerdorf. Dan Deerdorf, debatably the best right tackle in the game. I do use him, guys, right here. His stats are just amazing. I mean, I wish his run block was just a tad bit higher. I wish it was right in that 98 range, but you can't make everything perfect. So definitely a solid card, guys. He's a little bit more expensive. He's right around that 160, 150 range. Maybe you can snipe at 140. I doubt it. People aren't going to really let it get that low. But very, very solid card. Would definitely recommend if you can afford it. And he's probably going to be on your main and your dream team. So next is coming in at Kevin Green. The problem with Kevin Green is that he cannot guard the zone at all. He is not a zone coverage guy. He is strictly a pass rusher. If I go down to his zone and man down here, it is terrible, guys. Yeah, it is 60s. And as you can see, Anthony Barrs is an 81, which is really good for an outside linebacker, especially since there hasn't been too many glitchy left outside linebackers this year. It's definitely been geared towards other things. Kevin Greeny is definitely just centered towards pass rushing. And if that's what you do to your left outside linebacker, absolutely pick him up. But next coming in is Brian Dawkins. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a bid on him right there. Might as well. But Brian Dawkins, I do have Pat Tillman in here, so this is who I keep Pat Tillman at. His stats are very interesting. If you want a guy that's going to absolutely just crush people and get turnovers and fumbles, absolutely a guy to get. But if you're looking for a guy that's more geared towards like coverage, I know it's a 94. He doesn't cover well. I don't know what it is about his in-game play. He just doesn't cover well. I don't understand why. I haven't been able to figure that out quite yet. Maybe it's just that people don't know how to use him correctly. He's not the fastest either. With Sprinter, he's a 95. I think with Pat Tillman, he gets to like a 96 or 97 speed with Sprinter. So yeah, he's definitely a very interesting card. His man coverage is definitely low. I never run man coverage, so it really doesn't matter for me. But yeah, that's what he is. He definitely is a very solid hit sticker. So if that's what you're looking, definitely a guy to pick up. I think the only one I'm missing here is the tight end, Kellen Winslow or something like that. Kellen Winslow, yeah, San Diego Chargers. He is a card I would not recommend getting, guys. He's a little bit faster, but besides for that, nothing really jumps out of the books for him. His run blocking is absolutely atrocious. It's even worse than Evan Ingram's, and Evan Ingram is literally known for being one of the worst run blockers in the game. And yeah, Kenneth Winslow, except for speed, he is terrible. Do not pick him up. I would definitely steer clear of him. He is nothing you want on your team. Trust me, he is absolutely atrocious when it comes to this game. So next we're going to go move on to the rest of the cards, which is 98s through 99s. These, thankfully, are all just what I am looking for. I don't have to scroll through a bunch of extra BS. So here we are, Joey Porter. Joey Porter, really solid outside linebacker. He is not all that fast, and it's tough because you would want to consider him a pass rusher, and then you look at his zone and man, and it's terrible. But his pass rushing stats, they aren't all that great either. I have Jadeveon Clowney right here, and he just absolutely trumps over Joey Porter. It's not even funny. I mean, his speed's lower, his excel is way lower, his strength's a little bit higher, and yes, his tackling's a little bit higher, but everything else, he's just so much lower. I would not recommend this card, guys. There's a reason why it's the cheapest 98. So going on next is my Joe Thomas card. And I love this card, guys. It is so good. It plays wonderfully. Absolutely would recommend picking it up. I don't even have anybody to really compare it to. His pass block at a 96, his run block at a 96, or no, his pass block's at a 99, run block is at a 96, finesse is at a 99, and finesse is at a 97. His strength's high, his awareness is high. He always makes the right block, it seems like. Only time he has trouble is when an X Factor is activated against him, but then again, there's no offensive lineman that can block in this game when there's an X Factor, so it really doesn't matter. Going on next is to, I believe, the highest rated middle linebacker in the game as a base right now, as far as I can remember, is Willie Lehner. His speed is the same as Luke Kuechly's. His excel is slow. His strength is a little bit higher. Besides for that, guys, really tough. I mean, he's definitely someone solid. I would not say this is a bad card. If you want a coverage middle linebacker, not the guy to go. Definitely not the guy to go. I'd rather go Shazier there as a user. But if you don't play with the middle linebacker, I would not really recommend, if you run zone, to go with Willie Lehner. I know it's kind of hard to say with Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly just seems to roll a lot better in the zone coverage than his stats say. Some people are like that. But his block shed's amazing. He's going to stop the run. Definitely if not a starter, 100% a backup. But most for 95% of teams, probably a solid starter. And then you got the best left guard in the game. You have Randall McDaniel. He's probably going to end in my game as in my lineup. So is Joe Thomas. His run block is a 99. His pass block is a 95. I love to run the ball, especially to the left side. So with Joe Thomas and Randall McDaniel there, it's kind of a powerhouse. Nobody's really stopping that side. I can run at will whenever I want over there. So it's really great, guys. I love this card. Definitely the best left guard in the game, 100%. And then you got Jim Brown, debatably one of the best players ever in NFL history. And if you were to give him his power up, you got to add everything +1. He's right around the same as Saquon. His catching's not as good, and his break tackles, his trucking is better. His elusiveness is a lot worse. His catching is a lot worse. His carrying would be the same. His agility would be worse. I think I'd probably still give the edge here to Saquon simply because of his base stats. And yeah, I just got to go with Saquon here, guys. If you are looking for just simply speed with trucking, definitely a solid card. He's a little bit expensive. I'd wait for him to go down a little bit. Going up next is maybe Warren Sapp, maybe this guy right here, Mean Joe Green. Definitely probably one of the best D tackles that we've probably seen in Madden for a while. And yeah, his excel is nowhere near what Warren Sapp is. That's what makes Warren Sapp so glitchy in this game. But his block shed is a 98. With a power up, it'd be a 99. I'm still working on it. His finesse move is not nearly as good as I'd want it to be. But besides for that, guys, he's just solid across the board. And it's Mean Joe Green, let's be honest here. So going on next is the all-time sack leader, Bruce Smith. And you already know that power move and finesse move are going to be insane. I wish that finesse move was actually higher. I'm really surprised it's not. But that block shed, oh yeah, 100%. He's coming at you. He's going to sack that quarterback. All that needs to be said about Bruce Smith. Coming up next, the best tight end, one of the best tight ends in the game. I guess you could say Darren Waller. You could say Antonio Gates. But a lot of people I'm seeing are going to Tony Gonzalez simply because of his route running. His route running is just something miraculous, guys. His route running is just superb, and he's just really glitchy when it comes to those corner and out routes, honestly. His run block is not that good. Do not use him as a run blocker. His speed is good. It's going to be a 90 speed with insane catching and insane route running. Definitely one of, if not the best tight end in the game. Coming in at D tackle is John Randall. Freak on a leash right here. His finesse move is a 98. This one could honestly also be debated as probably the best D tackle in the game over Mean Joe Green, honestly. Because that acceleration is so high, his speed just naturally is just really high also. And with power up and a sprinter, he could be an 86 speed. So absolutely insane, guys. And then you got all of those other extra stats, really solid. I really would love that card. I'm going to hopefully get it one of these days. Might even sell Mean Joe Green to get him. Coming in at left outside linebacker, the hit stick god himself, especially when he was with the zero chill back when the 93 was amazing, is Ted Hendricks. He is definitely just a run stopper. He might pick off a few passes. Don't expect him to. He's definitely more of a blitzer or a run stopper. If you're going against a running guy, this guy, Ted Hendricks, will stuff it every single time. He is a monster, especially when you put stuff from like enforcer and reinforcement. Oh, he is amazing. Coming in to the greatest wide receiver of all time, without question, is Jerry Rice. I wish they would have made this card faster, but with his older card, I knew they weren't going to be able to make it as fast. But his catching's really good. His route running, of course, it's Jerry. So I wish they would have made his deep route running better, but that's how it is. And his jumping's not all that great. Then again, he wasn't known for jumping absolutely out of the gym. But he's just a really solid card, guys. And since it's Jerry Rice, they're going to make him absolutely overpriced and juiced. Coming in next is the best quarterback on Ultimate Legends, which is Randall Cunningham. Now, he does not have the premier speed of Lamar Jackson, but he has what Patrick Mahomes has, which is the throw power. Now, his accuracy is a little bit lower than what you'd like to see, especially on that medium accuracy, but that deep accuracy and short accuracy is definitely solid. His other stuff like play action, throw under pressure, a little bit lower than you'd like to see at a 98. But it happens, guys. So that's an absolutely insane card to get. If you can get them, you have absolutely hit a gold mine. And then up next, the brand new ones, Champ Bailey. I am considering using my 99 overall pass on him. He is absolutely insane. His man coverage will be a 99, zone will be a 75 or 95, 93 press. Absolutely insane card, guys. Really fast. Put sprinter on him like I already have, and he's just 99 speed. He is cooking, and he is really good. I'm definitely considering using that 99 pass on him, but definitely, probably, I'd have to compare him and get the new Dion card. Possibly could be the most glitchiest corner in the game right now. And then you got the other corner in this game, who is Mel Blount. We're going to go ahead and go with the straight three cornerbacks here. Comparing him to Champ Bailey, he's slower. I would not really recommend him, guys. I know his press coverage is really good. I know his zone's really good, but that speed is just hurting, guys. That corners, with everyone running 98, 99 speed wide receivers, you've got to have something that keeps up with that, at least 95 to 97 or above, and he's just not there. I get with power-ups, he's a 96 after sprinter and power-up, but he's just, I don't know, guys. Maybe he's just not my style. His acceleration would be a little bit better. But as far as that goes, his jumping is pretty good, though. I do see why he's this expensive, but he's definitely not what would be on my top list. And then you got the other corner, you got Willie Brown. Again, you're running into the same problem, which is speed. But with the power up, he's the same speed as Champ Bailey. His press is going to be better. His zone is going to be better. So maybe I might have to take that back a little bit. He might actually be one of the more glitchier cards in the game, except for that Champ Bailey just came out with the 99. That's even better than this. So, yeah, definitely a solid card, guys. Would definitely recommend Willie Brown. He's very expensive, though. There's a reason why he's that expensive. It's because he's very good. And then you got none other than the return god himself, which is Devin Hester. Put him on that power up. You already got 99 speed. Don't even got to put sprinter on him, so you don't have to worry about losing that strength. Everything else is bad. He's a return specialist. That's what you expect. Best return specialist in this game by far. Not even close. Then you got the fullback, the Nigerian Nightmare himself, which is Christian Okoye. It's amazing, guys, because most of these players are in the Hall of Fame when Christian Okoye is not. So for him to be in the Ultimate Legends is absolutely sweet, especially being a Chiefs fan. But 93 speed as a fullback, and just all those cards, guys. He's definitely the best fullback in the game, no question. So definitely love that card. Coming in at possibly the most overpowered wide receiver in the game now. With power up, he has 99 speed, 99 jump, 99 catch, 99 spec catch, 99 deep route running. What else do you expect from Randy Moss at 6'4"? He's pretty much Calvin Johnson, just with the perfect speed and the perfect literally everything. Yeah, he is very expensive. He is already over $1 million coins. Do not expect him to drop anytime soon. Kevin Mawe, I want to say that's right. I've always struggled with saying his last name. Very solid card. I would get him if I could afford him, but I can't right now, especially since he's LTD. It's gonna be really hard to get him, guys. So if you can't afford him, I definitely suggest picking him up later. Then again, it's kind of a risk because he's gonna get harder to get, but at the same time, it might get cheaper because more people are gonna pull him. It's really the risk of reward. Depends on what you feel. He's definitely really solid, and definitely would suggest picking him up. And you got to remember, put power ups, and all of a sudden he's even better. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video today. I'm gonna make sure that I did not miss anybody. Um, yeah, that's everybody, guys. Thanks for watching. That is the reviews for all the Ultimate Legend cards. So thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, or if you did simply just like the content. Thanks for everything, guys, and peace out.